Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. I hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new and very, very needed update on Dogecoin. We're going to do a full update here. Technically, this was all still expected, or at least we've spoken about this in my last videos. That basically after hitting the major support level right here around 15 cents, that it was always most likely that we were going to rally up to the main price target right here at 18.5 cents, right? So 0.185. That's what I call 18.5 cents. However, even though we were steadily moving into that and kind of consolidating, and normally it would have probably gone something like that. Over the course of the weekend, we actually got some news, which has created more momentum for Dogecoin. And it's, well, I'm saying news, but it was actually two things. I mean, first of all, meme coins in general just did and are doing very well. So if you take a look at Bonk, I mean, Bonk obviously has done incredibly well, but that also has to do with their meme coin launchpad, which Dogecoin doesn't have, or at least if it has it, I don't know about it, and it's not relevant. But Floki is also doing great, right? So meme coins in general are doing great, which is also great for Dogecoin. But then what we also, of course, had was the I'm not sure if it's already said and done, but the creation of the America Party by Elon Musk. And it seems that speculators or traders or Dogecoin holders, but just in general the community, is quite positive about that. And I do understand why. I mean, Dogecoin was the main meme coin for Trump and Elon Musk, and it did incredibly well back in October, November, if some of you remember. And that's also, I personally also traded it back then. Was great. However, when the Trump meme coin launched, that all faded. Right? Dogecoin was no longer the main meme coin of the administration. So now that Elon Musk has detached himself from Trump and from the Republican Party, that means that Dogecoin can again become kind of the coin of a political party. Now, a lot is uncertain, right? And we don't know if this party is actually going to be created. We don't know how successful it's going to be. So the success of Dogecoin is very dependent on that. But ultimately, there's enough fundamentally right now to speculate. And Elon Musk has also reiterated he's very bullish on fiat currencies, etc. So look, short term, all the price action we've seen so far was already predicted, right? We have already spoken about that for a long time, that this was most likely. And the news at this point of time has not been that great, that it has diverted Dogecoin from that path. It has accelerated it a little bit, but ultimately, therefore, I still think what I thought is what I thought earlier, and that is that Dogecoin is heading for that main resistance level right here at 18.5 cents. And the question whether we can break out or not depends a lot on the circumstances when we actually get there. Now, has the probability increased that we can break above that? Certainly. I mean, you can look at the buying volume we had Sunday with all the news, etc., and with the meme coin momentum. This is not nothing, all right? We should not ignore this. But short term, I still think it's most likely that we will just follow the structure we already had, and slowly rally into that level. And that also does mean that, we left some imbalances here to the downside. It is a possibility that we first have to retrace back down into 16.5 cents like this, before we can actually finally get to 18.5 cents. But getting there, I still do expect. Do we have a chance to break out above that? Certainly, with the volume, with aka strength we've seen, but also with the fundamentals. Do we know enough that we are going to break out? Certainly not. All right, so I would still be, when we're talking about potentially taking a long in Dogecoin, I would take 18.2 and 18.3 cents as the first price target, all right, and as the first resistance. I think anticipating a breakout already based on the data we have right now is premature. But I am bullish on Dogecoin. I think we're going up higher. I think everything is pointing into that direction. So great to make a bullish video once again, and hopefully it helps. If you're interested in more Dogecoin updates on this whole America Party, etc., but also the technicals, consider subscribing. I cover Dogecoin at least 2 times a week. So hopefully I'll see you there. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.